meeting, you have to tell me that the meeting is being recorded, and whoever so record after the recording of the house is null and void. So we need to move a motion to say that this meeting is being recorded in line with articles of this club, and whoever record outside the covenants of this club is null and void. So we need to move that motion, and I move it that the meeting of this club is being recorded, and whoever record outside the recording of the club is null and void. I so move.
Would there be anybody recording apart from the secretary? Anyway, that is clear to us all, and I want us to comply with that. We have the secretary of the club, and whatever minute that is coming out of him is the only authentic and valid minutes of the meeting. If you like, you can record and take it to CNN thereafter. I think that's anybody's business. So that has been seconded. Is it accepted by us all? Yes. Thank you so much. So go to the reading and amendment and adoption of minutes of the last AGM held on 31st March 2023. I believe you all have the minutes. So I want us to go to item number 1, commencement. So let's take notice of any errors and call our observation to that, please. 1.1. 1.2, 1.3. 2.0, 2.1, 3.0 adoption, 3.1, 4.0 matters arising. The first paragraph in 4.1, second to the last line. The present GOC has also assured us there's no, we will delete that N. Four point two. 4.3. Okay. Please. Who is that, please? Otumba Bimbola Davis, yes.
Kapo, I want to revert to paragraph 2 of the matters arising.
Yeah.
Otumba Bimbola Davis referred the house back. The house to D. Should be Otumba Bimbola Davis referred the house to the IGC accommodation service. He said he and late Captain Oladina Bironke met with General Absalom. No, sir. I said I met with General Absalom and I reported to Oladina Bironke. Also, the name General Absalom should be fully written.
Captured. So I think that is noted. He met General Absalom himself and reported to the late captain.
So if you read, Otumba Bimbola David back the house to the IGC accommodation suites. He said he met with, or he reported to the late Captain Ola Bironke that he met with General Abdusalam Bakar, GCFR. Thank you. Abdusalam Bakar, GCFR.
4.2. 4.3. 4.4. 4.5. 4.6. 4.
The captain said the club is still at a crossroads. A crossroad.
That's what? Okay, remove A. Thank you. 4.6. 4.7. 4.8. 4.9. Yeah. Oh, Ambassador Dile Adeleke.
Line 3, 4.8. They came up with two positions that was discussed. Was should change to where? Because we're talking about two things, not one.
Okay. Thank you. Yes.
4.3. Yes, that's when I noticed it. 4.3 was, you said, Captain Oladusu said, there was a.
The grammarian. I think that's correct. I think it's correct the way it is, please. 4.9, please. 4.10. Yeah.
Informed.
Okay, thank you. Then appreciated. That's 4.10. It's been corrected. 4.10. Okay, yeah, informed too. Four point 11. Yeah, October.
Mr. Shegun Benson talked about the bar. He said all the members should be
4.11.
4.5, 5.
We are in 4.11.
Oh, the 4 hour.
Four point 12. Okay. Yeah, KBC.
Yes, my captain. I think minutes, I think should be about resolutions. Where the captain suggested, was this approved? If it was, if yes, then it should read the disciplinary committee
Which one is that, sir?
412. The captain suggested that we should give the task to the disciplinary committee to review the ethics of the club. Was this approved? If yes, then 412 should just read, it was resolved that the disciplinary committee should review the ethics of the club.
Okay, I understand. So since we agreed that particular day, so you should just read and it was resolved. You understand? 4.13. 4.14. Yeah.
Line 1. Otumba Bimbola Davis asked, when did IGC financial ended? No, sir. Did financial year end?
Ends.
End.
Okay, thank you. 4.14. 5.0 Treasurer's Auditors Report. 5.11. 5.2. 5.3. 5.4. 5.5. 5.6. 5.6 should read something like, he lent his words and advised that we should have a current, that we should in future have a current value of our assets. Something like that. We should remove his said and advised. That's 5.6. Okay. 5.7. 5.8. 1 hours, please. 5.9. 5.10 talked about, not talks, talked about. 5.11 Otuba, you have something to say here before?
Mr. Shegun Benson talked about the bar. He said all the members should be well served equally, should be served equally.
Should be the well is still have its function there, trying to describe what the service should look like. So it's still okay. I'm not a graduate of Harvard, but I think that should still be okay. Ambassador Lake, is it true? You are not here in the spirit. 5.12, 5.12. Commended, please. Commended the executive D. We follow after commending. 5.13. 6.0, Captain's Report. 6.11. Okay, Otumba.
The captain responded that the donor board was removed due to construction. Due to the construction.
Due to, okay, yeah. Construction work, ongoing construction work, or something like that. Due to ongoing construction work. Yeah. 6.2, 6.3. 6.4. 6.5. Yeah.
Mr. Akin Karim raised an observation that his name did not appear in the donation. It should be in the list of donors, not donation
The
list.
donors list. Thank you, ma'am. Okay. Yeah, go on.
Second sentence, 6.3, second sentence, he said it should be captured in the financial report and in the minutes of the minutes of the AGM. He buttressed that the tractor donated by the governor is worth. There's an is missing before the worth. About 28 million naira.
All right, thank you. Six 6.5. 7.0. 7.1. 7.2. 8.0. 9.0. 9.1. 9.2. Yeah.
$8.15.
Okay.
MS Sumbo Oshinle.
Thank you. 9.2, 9.3, 9.4. Yeah.
Family Abolani raised the point of observation that the club should nominate experienced members. Experienced members.
Yes. Yeah.
Age is not in the nomenclature of architects. It's
All right.
ARC.
Thank you. 9.2 correction noted. 9.3. The point was not valid and it didn't matter. That's 9.3. It didn't matter. It didn't matter, not valid. The point was not invalid. Then buttress 9.3.
Buttressed. Thank you, sir.
9.4.
9.3 buttressed.
Yeah, noted, sir. 9.5. 10.0 AOB. 10.1 live membership. 10.2. 10.3. 10.4. 10. Electoral committee was over 48 hours. Ten point five. 10 point what? Yeah.
Line 2. 3 members. I hope you get what
Okay, no apostrophe. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you. No. 3 members. Mm. 10.5. 10.6. 10.7. Yes, sir. My professor. Buttressed. It should be 2 buttressed. Yes, sir.
No. I'm not concerned about the language. This English is not our mother tongue. So, my apologies. I understand that there's a protocol for standing up where you contribute. So,
No problem, sir.
I'm not concerned about the language. English is not our mother tongue. So, but I think I'm concerned in the sense that there's a bit of verbal violence in this section against smokers. And I would like to suggest that we recast it. Smokers do have a mental health problem. And I think we should be sympathetic to them and not treat them as if they're outcasts. So instead of advocating that they should be locked up, maybe we should say that a special area should be provided for them.
Okay, use of language.
So, in other words,
all right.
That Captain, I think I still have the floor.
Yes.
Thank you. Arising from this, I would like to suggest that we avoid personalizing contributions as much as possible in the recording of the minutes. For example, I think it would be nice to say it was suggested that rather than Professor Lunge said they should be locked up. I'm sure that my brother and friend would not want anybody to be locked up in this place.
Okay.
So, so generally speaking, I think if we can leave out the names, unless it's absolutely critical, and just summarize what is discussed and come to the decision.
Okay.
But specifically, I would like to state that we should say, with my brother's permission, that he suggested that a smoking lounge should be provided for smokers.
Okay, that's well taken and noticed. Thank you. 10.7. 10.8. 10.9. 10.10. 10.11. 10.12. 10.12, I think there was a need. 10.13. 10.14. 10.15. There was. 10.16. 11.0. 12.0. Thank you so much for listening and reading through. Okay, Otuba, yeah.
10-12. Mr. Wale Olago said the issue raised, that's 10-11, raised by the handicap officers should be treated. Thereafter, Captain called for a motion to give the elders of the club a handicap. What the other?
Can you go on, please?
I think we should reward, recast it. Yeah. So I'm just thinking about the best way to recast that. Elders, a handicap. So that's what I'm.
What should it be, sir?
That's the issue because we said elders, maybe handicaps, uniform handicap, or something, or maybe restore their handicap. I don't know.
I think it's okay like that, Otuba.
Like this. It's not, sir. You can't give a handicap to so many people. So I think we should just.
We are talking about the elders.
The elders, a handicap. I think we should just recap it. Thank you.
Okay, maybe a uniform handicap. Is it okay like that? Uniform handicap. Please take note of that, Secretary. So that's the minute of last meeting, and subject to all these corrections and amendments, before we go to matters arising, can we ask for motion for adoption, please? Okay. Colonel Sumano, past captain, Colonel Sumano, please.
Sorry for taking you back. I want a clarification on uniform handicap. I want a clarification on that, sir. Because I know for men, at least in our club now, where we are yet to adopt the world handicap system, the maximum is 28.
Yes.
So are we saying we will give all of them 28?
Yes.
Or we give them, we agree on an handicap to give to the elders and give to them? Because when you say uniform handicap,
They just meant 28 by that uniform. That's the standard handicap for them.
then
You said?
it will not be, then that uniform, I don't think is appropriate.
Is any memo? Okay. Can you respond right, please?
Besides, some of these members had handicap.
It lapsed.
And it lapsed. So if we are going to give them handicap, it will be the 28. Simple.
That's what I mean by standard. That's standard 28 handicap for all of them. That's clear enough. Adoption of minutes or okay, Baba, Mr. Charles, Ajuwade, please.
Captain, I think in the rule of golf game, handicap is not given, you earn it. And no matter how old you are, you continue to earn it. You can drop local rule, which local rule? The local rule cannot supersede the standard rule of golf.
Please, let's adopt the meeting. Mr. Charles,
my suggestion.
That's well noted, sir. When we get to matters arising, we can discuss that, please. Can we adopt the minutes of the last AGM, please, so that we can move on as amended? Prince Larry Adeyemo, please.
I moved. My name is Larry Adeyemo.
Thank you. Professor Sokumbi, give the mic to him, please.
I second that adoption.
Thank you so much, sir. Yeah, going to matters arising, please. On 4.1, we have been trying our best on that. In fact, it was so terrible that we had a GOC that made it very difficult for us, that summoned us for a meeting, that they want to, because they had crisis with Tiger Golf Club and they want to claim ownership of Ibadan Golf Club. They are not seeing us as a private club. They are seeing us as being Army Golf Club, just like TYB and Co. So he has so much interest in acquiring Ibadan Golf Club for Army. So it was so terrible then. It was what we took another thing to him about pursuing this project. So we technically had to run back and let the issue die down while we are looking for, in fact, some of our records are still missing in the office up to today about what we wrote to the Army, how we acquired some of these properties. We see didn't have them in the office up to now. At the end of the day, it was transferred. Another GOC, you know, the GOC position is in one leg in out today, another coming. Soldiers go, soldier come. That's the way it is. Another GOC came in and we had a good rapport with him. We started talking. He said we look to the issue and he advised that the issue Nigeria mean we have, even up to the present GOC, Major General B. Alabi, as at the last time I had discussion with him, he advised as long as the general, this Vice Captain General Martins, that that thing will not fly because of the third party involvement. Because Army will not be interested in that. that we should go and brainstorm about if we can have our own finance to pursue the project, we can go on with that. Another thing we are looking at is that if you cannot do hotel, simple one, maybe one level hotel, that kind of dream hotel we are looking for, unless we have the finances to carry it on, getting approval for it, no matter the level we take it to, the advisor is not going to fly. So we won't have any problem if we want to go on with our best chalets that we have in mind, just laying foundation. We can start that one next week. And we commission, do a foundation laying ceremony, and we start laying blocks, just have a structure on ground. So I think we are still deliberating on whether to look at another event, which is using that place for event center to make money for the club. Like some of the time, most of the time, we use the upstairs area for some of our members who have functions and they pay token 250, 300, thereabout. So we are still deliberating whether instead of which one is going to pay the club better, if we have a small event center there, then public can access, they can have their event there or function, it will be much better for us. So we have to wait, that's the way we are deliberating and see which option to go for after we have been cancelling. So there was a time when somebody trespassed on that land, when the GOC before the last came in, when he was about to go, we had issue with the gas land that they wanted to, his eye was on the land, but thank God for intervention of Major General Fayemiwo and one of the committee's members that were chosen then, our own trustee, chairman of the board of trustees, General Lagusoye Oyinlola, he intervened that particular day, and that's why we're able to come to the rescue from the hijacker, because it was so terrible that day. And thereafter, we pursued it again. We set up a committee, truly, and because of that event that we had, it was not a time for us to be pursuing the land, the project, when we know the intention of the GOC, because the thing we still go through him. But when he was carried away, we started pursuing the project again until we are advised that in our best interest, if you want to go with our own small chalet, we can go on. If you want to do another thing there that the club can single-handedly finance, but not third-party interest should be involved there. So that's how far we have gone on that. On 4.2, medical committee, yes, as a couple of weeks ago, I have issued setting up committee in this club and they are not functioning. Sir? Yeah. No, that's 4.1. 4.1. Yeah. We can take a stand here. We can take a stand here right now so that we can pursue it. So we have the options before us. The approval that was given to us is to construct a guest chalet. Should we go on with that? We can remodify it and start small. We can have somebody individual to even finance it for us. Or we have alternative of looking at an event center if we can afford it. So the option is before us now. Architect Fakunle, please.
You have to consider the profit analysis at the end of your investment. You cannot have a land at this wonderful location and we did not put something that will give value for the investment. I will suggest that whoever gave us approval for a guest chalet, we can still approach the person and write what we call a proposal and do the valuation vis-a-vis our investment and let the person have a rethink. A bungalow there will not give us more than 15 rooms because you have to consider parking space and the rest. However, if they insist that they cannot allow us to go on high rise or 3 floors or 4 floors, we can do event center, whereby we can put accommodation on the upper floor and have the event center on the ground floor. It's going to be a win-win situation. Thank you.
They are not saying we cannot build high-rise floor. What they are just talking about third-party involvement. Dr. Kadi Fashola, please.
Thank you, Captain. I align with what my brother said, as said Fakunle. But what I will suggest is, pending when we look at all the alternatives, let us open that land for invest center. We can open it to public, let them bring their tents and start to have activities there. The moment there is activities there, then we are taking occupation. And that is the way we can go. If you let it follow, the military will think you are not serious, you are not ready. And they will take over this land. Before you know it, they will give it to another restaurant. And before you can think of anything, the place is taken away. Thank you.
Okay. Otumba Abimbola Davis, please. Yes, sir.
I want to find the people. Even they consider what they expect their own idea and need God to not pay.
I think that would be better. Architect Bashura in the place.
It's like Architect Fakunle's ideas is very, very popular. I align with him. But at the same time, because they said we cannot have a third party, but we can get facilities from the bank to do whatever we want to do. I think we should go along that line. Because there is no bank that will not be interested. Dr. Fashola is here. He can help us get a facility. And when you talk about accommodation, it is an everyday event. People come in and people go out. So they have inflow of money every day. So I align with Architect Fakunle, but then the funding, we should look for facilities for funding. Dr. Fashola.
No more comments after him, please. We have so much to discuss, please. Professor Lunge.
Captain, sir. I accept the suggestion of Architect Fakunle with a little amendment. Many of us are very comfortable. Captain, sir, I see Mr. Jide King's hand has been up since actually. But
okay.
Yep, sir. If you would permit him. Not all our siblings or our spouses golf addicts. And I've been to a couple of golf clubs in the United States where other activities are put in place that will capture the attention of your children and your spouses or your guests. A snooker table, amusement park, table tennis. So what Architect Fakunle said, the continuum is that at the top floor, later in the day, it can be a guest house at the top, but then the ground floor will then have various activities that other members of our families may be interested in. And finally, sir, the issue of sponsorship. you know, you can, if we finish building, I can actually leave it raw, and then companies can actually come and advertise. Next Gen can come and say, I'm going to take, you know, this particular section, and then you give them a bill. So you can have some consort, is it called consortium now? Or some kind of public-private partnership. But this time it's not third party anymore. We own it, but we can sublet part of those things for activities that we know will benefit everybody. I think it's going to be a win-win for us, and I agree with Architect Fakunle.
Thank you. So it's left for the committee. Otunba, you are a member of that committee, and on each of sick bay, we have purchased some equipment for the sick bay to function. I discussed with some of our professionals, our doctors in the house, and professors in the house, and they are helping out. The only thing that we are awaiting now to purchase, which is somehow costly, is AED, what they call AED, because we need it to carry on the training year that members are going to pay for, so that sick bay can be commissioned. And anywhere from now, we are going to raise donations towards that, because it's very, very critical for the operation of that sick bay. I still want to enjoy the committee, medical committee, because I learned when they call meeting, they don't attend. It's only Dr. Obileye and possibly Mary. Other members don't show up on that platform. Please, it's a very critical committee, very serious committee that we need you to function. Members should please appeal to members of that committee to take us serious. On the issue of kitchen, the trouble that I see ongoing, and we just had somebody showing interest. The person is managing the Ibadan Tennis Club, and I discussed with her Samba. Maybe next week we are going to invite. We should invite her for a proposal to take up that kitchen. Yeah, discuss that one now. That's kitchen and restaurants. Rain sheet is still an issue. Looking for sponsor. On the aspect of the sponsorship, we are talking with some of our sponsors, and we are at the verge of taking away some non-functioning O's from some of our members. And we are writing them to this effect so that we can make some income from that. On the cat pathway 4.7, thank God it was captured there, because my attention was called to some up and down on the platforms some weeks back on this issue. And the assignment had been given out, and later when I came back from my trip, I approached the person in charge that, please, you have given you this assignment to do for us. Then he gave his own version of the story about what actually delayed him from carrying on because of the attitude of some of our members. It's a selfless service he's doing the club. He's not collecting money towards that project. So I still want to appeal to those group of individuals there, please. Architect Fakunle, Architect Ajibola, and Architect Bashiru Ayinde. Engineer Ajibola, please, I want us to have a feedback before the end of this month. Please, I know the club is not paying you. I know it's a selfless service and you are doing us a favor, but since you have been chosen by this committee, please, let's have feedback from you. Just give us a guide on what we need to do. 4.8 has been taken care of. 4.11, the issue of range. We are not where we used to be on that range, and the project is still ongoing. Even though we had some of the assurance, some of the backings of some of the financier that they will support when we start, up to now we've been sending pictures and pictures to them. But we have just to move on. The next thing that we see, maybe before the end of the year, is just to put a structure, to have a tent, make it an international standard, And that's where God will help me as far as that range is concerned. I think the next ESCO will take off from that. I will work towards ensuring we put a tent, a befitting tent, then the other design. We have a committee for this range too. We blow grammar here too much on the club. In the club, when we set up a committee, for us to function is a problem. Up and down, and time will just be flying away like that. Architect, faculty, please. Bring microphone to Orlando.
Thank you, Capo. As regards the range, you seconded me to be part of that committee. If the club wants me to do anything on their behalf, I think I deserve to have a written letter towards that effect. Thank you very much.
Okay. Professor Luge, please.
Captain, sir, please pardon me. I apologize that I'm taking you back. 4.7. I thought at this meeting we might as well mention what transpired at Dr. Fashola's birthday party, where funds were raised specifically for the CAT pathway. Now, the mandate that has been given to the architects in the house, I think the drawings should be put up on the screen, in the platform, so that people can actually look at where the pathways are, and then they can make some suggestions. But I think the captain can actually enlighten us a little bit about the contribution that Dr. Fashola brought up during his birthday. It has to do with the CAT pathway. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Thank you so much for that observation. Since that's why I'm appealing to the committee, if they give us a drawing and approved design, we can be able to channel the funds that has been donated towards that cause from the birthday ceremony of our own doctor in the house, which we have like 3.5, 4 million now. Thank you, to kickstart that project. So moving forward, okay, we are through it, 4.11. I think that's all matters arising. And without wasting further time, because of our time, we go to next business for the day, which is Captain's report. Oh my God. Share this thing. Tina, please come. Take that thing, take this side and share, please. Fast now. Now, agenda number 4, Captain's report for the Aviali General Meeting of our club, held on today, Friday, November 17, 2023. I read, the patron, members of the board of trustees, past captains, past lady captains, members of the executive committee, covers all. It's been my great pleasure to welcome you all once again to the yearly general meeting of the Great Club, of our Great Club, Ibadan Golf Club, called in compliance with Article 27.5 and 27.6. There's 0.1 there of the Constitution. First and foremost, I give glory to the Almighty God for His grace to be alive and to witness today's meeting in spite of the ongoing harsh and unstable economic recession, as well as its devastating impact on our lives and society at large. This report will basically addresses the performance of the Executive Committee for the past 6 months, starting from April 4th, 2023 to 30th September 2023 as contained hereunder. 1 to item number 7, introduction as above, going to visitation. The Executive Committee paid a courtesy visit to our new patron, General Officer Commanding Major General B. Alabi, as part of the club's culture for Executive Committee to pay homage to our landlord, as well as part of our core goal of maintaining relationship with the 2D of Nigeria Army, and also to thank him for the prompt appointment or nomination of the first vice captain of the club, Major General M. Martins. Clubhouse and development. Significant steps have been taken in adding quality value to the club asset by carrying out the underlisted. Construction and roofing of the service points annex near the toilet entrance. Donation of plastic chairs and tables for the pavilion dance chairs by Mr. Alam V. Muchid and Chief Bolaji Ayorinde, SAM. Donation of modern plastic chairs and starters out by Prince B. Adesoya. Installation of CCTV camera for club security. Purchase of sick bay materials and equipment. Construction of golf cart park or shed for members' use. Construction of the embankment wall and the bevitting close notice board. The final aspect of it will soon be done. We are just confused about the labeling. We are not confused, but we want the best and we always go for the best, even though it's going to be costly for us. And before the end of this month, it will be finalized. It will be on display. Redesigning of the club website and other social media handles and accounts. Construction and redesigning of 2 billboards at the club's roundabout for the club and public awareness. Cutting of trees at the proposed site for the club hotel suites. Talking about golf course maintenance. The following major achievements were recorded on the course during the period under review. Revivals of clubs range and tee stand, as discussed earlier. Work is still in progress on it. There are lots to be done there because we need to make it a standard one. Have a mini green there, bunker, and a mini bar. At that point, we have drawing for it, but it's still morning. But at least I'm assuring us we are going to put on the tent by the grace of the Almighty God all before the end of the year, so that the heat and the rain, we can be well protected there. Purchase of chemicals, once as usual. Purchase of grimoire, blades and accessory spare parts. Overhauling and repair of second tractor to support the existing one and the new one that was given by the governor. Procurement of additional 2 brush cutters, steel cutter, reconstruction and redesigning of 07 and 15T buses. This has been taking time because it's not something to be rushed, and we likely commission it before the end of the year. Any moment from now is ready for commissioning. Trimming of trees on front 9 course. The back 9 is to be worked on any moment from now. The the people involved, they have been just dealing, promising they will come or not. And it's not something anybody can just do. Construction of water tank base for O2 and 6 and O15 and 8 ports. This also will be commissioned, will be put to use before the end of the month. Everything is ready, just to link up. And we just discovered that they stole the pressure pump, what's it called? Pressure pump from there. So we quickly have to do another door and make sure everything. We have issue of security with our course, and it's giving us a serious problem. Anything we put on the course, before you come back tomorrow, it will have been stolen. We just did T-box information. Nearly half of them have been stolen. And we are resorting to another plastic, just plastic, instead of all these railings that we are using. And so that's the trouble we have. If we put anything iron they see on the course, our course is poor, it's not all that secured. Especially in the night, it's so big. So we have that challenge. And I believe so, as we are working and we are still brainstorming on how to tamper with, how to overcome all these challenges we have, we are going to put it in a secure mode, please. So I assure us that tank, that O2 out, because I assure the donor that I make sure it's functioning. I've done the, when it was about, we bought all the materials that are needed. At the point of installing it, we discovered that they stole the iron gate there. Yes, it took us 110,000 or so to put the new one there. They stole the iron gate there, and there's nothing that we can put there that is secured. So with this, what they have just done, we are sure that even the pressure pump for all 18, the borehole pressure pump was stolen. So borehole, yes, it was stolen inside the barrack. So security and actually our equipment is of great concern to us in the club. We are trying our best to make sure that we secure most of them as much as possible. Then purchase of sand and topsoil for top dress of grains and bunkers. We are on competition. The ongoing harsh and unstable economic recession, which is devastating impact in our nation, has made it virtually difficult to source for corporate sponsorships. Even though we are still not giving up and following up some of them with good promises, and we are optimistic that they will be secure and materialized very soon. We are on with the Guinness as well as Nigeria Brewery on this. And that of Guinness, any moment from now, I believe is going to materialize, because we want to key into the Guinness Open. We are having the issues of branding with them because they don't want to move upstairs. They want downstairs. MBN is already downstairs. And this is what we have been dragging. I believe any moment from now, we are going to work it out and they can kickstart the project with us. Below are the list of some of the competitions that we'll be able to do in-house. On membership growth, we have successfully, a total of 40 new members were successfully screened by the membership committee, duly confirmed by the ESCO, and are scheduled for their formal induction on the 8th of December 2023. But permit me therefore to appreciate the membership committee for their efforts in ensuring that proven and quality memberships are admitted into the club. And at this time, I want to please enjoin the membership committee to please, because we have issues even in the one that we did. It was a tough time for the membership committee chairman, the second vice captain, because of some of the members not turning up. Some of them are visit professionals. Please let us spare time, because it is going to have a aftermath effect on the development. Conclusion: even though we have not been able to achieve much as expected, we thank the Almighty God that we are not where we used to be or where we were before. We envision to do more than this in this last quarter, and we are very committed and motivated to ensure that we witness more development and achievement towards the club in all its ramifications by God's grace. Gentlemen and ladies, I retreat again. There are still plenty of works and projects to be done in this club. And as we look up unto God and you for your support and cooperation as usual, we can say, yes, we can. By the grace of the living God, we will deliver on major promises. At this juncture, I want to appreciate all friends of the club, whether as individuals or corporate bodies, especially those who have contributed to the club's growth and development as mentioned earlier. And those who have been consistently been there for us in giving and supporting the club generously in one way or the other since we came on board. We appreciate you. I must indeed let you know that you've all made this club what it is today. And my earnest prayer for you all is that God will continue to bless and prosper you abundantly. I therefore want to enjoy and challenge us to continue in such giving spirits to the needs of our great club, and thereby adding value, adding community and societal values. I equally want to appreciate our wonderful staff, be it admin, bar, and course worker, etc., for their commitment and for showing understanding at all the times, especially during these hard times, in terms of asking for pay in their salary. Finally, I want to come but thank you all for taking your time to attend this yearly general meeting. God bless you all for coming. Yours in golf, your captain. Thank you so much. That's the captain's report. Anything for adoption? I want to believe the captain's report is adopted. Okay, with Mr. Jide King, please. Can you? Sorry, can you open the?
Yeah, Captain, sorry, I was just applauding your report. No question for now.
Okay, thank you so much. So I believe the captain's report is adopted. Straight on, we go to the treasurer's report, please. Honorable Treasurer.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Treasurer's report for Aviali Financial. Report for the period April to September 2023. Governors Hall. The captain, the patron, trustees present, past captains, members of the executive committee, fellow governors, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. It gives me great pleasure to present the half-yearly financial statement of our great club for the period of April to September 2023, in the half year of 2023-2024 financial year. Income. The total income for the period stood at 46,802,273 naira
0.28 kobo as against 45,603,091 naira, 52 kobo of the previous year. And that gives a marginal increase of about 2.63%. The major components of income, as stated in the report already circulated. Subscription and admission fees, we had 28.123 million. Donations towards club development, 5.3. Donations towards cost and rates, 0.570. Other income, so that lockers, generator levies, etc., gave us 10.228 million. Profit from bar operations stood at 2.537 to give a total of 46.802. You can find other analysis of donations towards club development, other income, as well as profit from bar operations in the report already circulated. Expenditures. Expenditures for the period under review was 44,302,084 naira 32 kobo, as against 41,978,743 naira 9 kobo for the previous period. And that gives a marginal increase of about 2.3 million. The summary of major expenses are stated below, but the detailed expenses are stated in page 5 and 6 of the report already circulated. Briefly, we have staff salaries and allowances of 11.4, general repairs and cost maintenance of 4.492, diesel and oil 5.394, electricity 2.410, monthly mugs, match plays, events, etc. 5.953. Capital expenditures during the period stood at 7.934. The difference between the income of 44.3 and the expenditure of 41.9 resulted in a managed surplus of 2.50 million as against a surplus of 3.624 for the previous period. Increase in expenses was due mainly to galloping inflation currently being experienced in the country. There is attendant increase in cost of goods and services, most especially in the area of energy, arising from the total removal of all subsidy, both on diesel and PMS. We also have increases in personnel costs to cushion the adverse effect of the subsidy removal. However, our expenditures will have been far more than this, if not for the various cost-saving and prudency efforts that were put in place to reduce expenditures. The acquisitions of solar energy has impacted positively on our energy costs with a significant reduction in our diesel and IBDC expenses. Otherwise, our energy costs will have been tripled. Conclusion. Current economic situation in the country and its attendant negative effect on the purchasing power of Nigerians and by extension our members have affected our revenue generation across all streams of income, as can be observed in the report already circulated. For example, for most sponsorship, we couldn't get anything for the period, while we have repatriated very small donations towards club developments during that period. Therefore, I want to enjoin the cooperation of all our members to please do more, as without reasonable and continuous revenue generation, we would not be able to achieve the necessary developmental plans and goals they are marked for our esteemed club. Therefore, I want to sincerely thank all those that have been contributing and donating generously towards the development of our great club. Thank you for your attention.
That's the club's treasurer's report, please. Open for acquisition for comments. Okay, Dr. Kadi Fashola as usual.
That, as usual, by the captain is loaded.
It's a value-added contribution. So I mean, what I'm
Let
saying.
me commend my friend and my brother for a job well done. But really, Captain, let's say the fact to ourselves. If we are close to the stock market, last year, Orlando presented their financials. And from that meeting, the financial was stepped down. Why? Because it was presented late. By the SEC code, financial reports are supposed to be within the hands of those who will use them 2 weeks before the meeting. I think we need to move to the next level in this club. There's no meaningful contribution anybody is going to make to this. No meaningful, none that anybody can make to this. Because it's just coming to us. How do you calculate the figure? How do you suppose? How do you check what is correct, what is not correct, what is accurate, what is not accurate? But I know that our treasurer is doing a good job. I think we need.
Thank you. That's well noted, sir.
In the next meeting, if this come up, I will be one of those who will move for the stepping down of the financials. And it will never be discussed. Because the moment somebody moves, that financial can never be discussed. So please, we need to note it. Now, I saw an increment in our personnel by 3 million. I know the economy is bad. I know that a lot of things are changing, but what do we do to increase the personnel by 3 million? Is it on productivity? Is it on enhancement of their pay? What do we do? I think we need to know. Secondly, on income generation, 45/89 that we budget by ourselves. We budget 89 million by ourselves. We achieve 45 million. So what went wrong? Are people not paying? Do we allow people who doesn't pay to enter this club? Does people donate and they don't pay? I think we need to go back to the bottom line. And to me, there are a lot to do. So, Treasurer, thank you for the good job. We're just 50% on the line. So we need to do more. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Let's take the comments so that you can answer. Architect Fakunle, please.
Thank you, Captain.
You're welcome.
The last time we were here, we mentioned it that if you have any financial report, you should have it 2 or 3 days before it is being read on the floor. I will appreciate that next time, please, let us always have these things ahead of the place so that we can really digest it. We have mentioned it here before. Thank you very much.
Okay, I will guarantee 1 week, please. I want to say by the time we'll be having our AGM on the 31st of March, I want to believe that by the grace of the Almighty God, we are all going to be alive. A week to that, 1 week to that day, I will, at worst, it's not easy. Or easy lies the head that wears the crown. But we know that's our calling. It's a selfless service. And what I will make sure by the grace of the Almighty God, Treasurer, with the help of God and humanity, 1 week to the AGM, please. We make sure that the financial will be on the notice board. Thank you. Ambassador Dele Adeleke, please. Osun Ambassador. From Osun State to Ibadan.
I want to thank World Bablo for a job well done. We thank you for this no thank you job. I can imagine the pressure on you as the treasurer of the club. Now, going through the details of what was presented, I love the fact that you've tried to do a budget and actual table, which is what we have in, I think, page 2 of the head 101 income table that you gave us. Starting with the subscription and application and admission fees line. Not this one, not this one. The one that has a table. So it starts with a budget of 71.2 million. April to September, that's 2022 to 2023, we have a 22.8 million. And then April to September 2023 to 2024, a 28.1 million. Now, what would really be, would really be helpful will be for us to have a variance. So once you have a budget, you have an actual, then it's very nice for you to have a variance or a percentage of actualization of the budget. So that way we would see what our efficiency rate is. For instance, in the subscription and appreciation line, clearly we'll have a deficit there. So if we had gotten a variance report that showed the deficit of almost, I think about 20 million now, if my math does not fail me, 22 plus 28, that's 50. Yeah, so about 20 million deficit. And so that would help us to ask the real question. So what happened to subscription? Is it that we have members who are not paying for subscription? What happens to those members who are supposed to have paid their subscription and have not paid? What positions are we taking as a club so that we can get this income in? We need these monies as much as possible. Rent on IGC properties. We had a budget of 350,000. We got only 25,000. So who's responsible for these rentals? How can we ensure we get these 350,000 or more as a minimum? I think these are the efficiency related questions that we need to be asking and we need for us to be deliberating upon so that there will be collective wisdom as to how people would contribute to helping to improve the financial position of the club. I'm a little humbled at the meager figure of 146 million as budgeted income for a whole year for the club, which is probably what some other clubs use to organize special functions, but hey, it is what it is. But if we're budgeting this conservative figure, the least we can do is do all we can to ensure we achieve it. Out of 146 million, we attained, say, about 91 million. So the real deficit here is the performance against the budget. Did we budget wrongly? Or did we drop the ball along those various income lines that we were supposed to have attained that would have helped to improve the position of the club? Thank you very much.
Thank you for that wonderful contribution. And I believe the Honorable Treasurer is taking notes. While budgeting, so we just needed the variance and efficiency table that I be able to compare. But we had now that, you see, on item number 6, donation towards club development. When we are budgeting 20 million there, you are part of our budget there. I will just arrest my case there. So we move on. Ambassador Adeleke, are you taking note of my observation? I need you to always be in spirit here, please.
I was also
I said on item number 6,
yes,
budgeting donation towards club development.
Yes.
I'm just pointing out that you know that you are part of that budgeting. 20 million.
I wasn't part of the budgeting.
We are considered.
I was considered.
Yes.
Okay.
Let me just capture it like that.
Okay.
Downstairs.
Yeah, but the problem is very simple, sir. That is even insignificant in the figures. You are talking a shortfall here of 14.5 million. When in
No.
your subscription, you have a shortfall of 21 million.
I know.
Exactly.
Even subscription, you anticipated that you have admitted more members. So it's a budget. Okay, I leave the treasurer to talk. Your point is well noted.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much. That's the essence of budget. You look at, okay, per adventure, we can't just bring in any riffraffs into the club because we want to make money. You have to be guided. Any other comments so that before the treasurer talks, so that you can adopt his report, please? Okay, treasurer, please.
Thank you, Captain, and other members on the floor. The point raised by members have fully noted, but I want to talk about the timing and the timing of getting this report out. We will improve on it, but there is a lacuna there. The captain has just promised a week for the report to be circulated for the AGM. We need to work very hard on the auditors to achieve that. On the half yearly, yes, we are reporting as of September. Ideally, we are supposed to have actually reported and circulated maybe about a week from now, where we had to do lots of adjustments and review before we could, of course, push this out. We will try as much as possible to reduce the reporting time frame, God's willing. But like Captain rightly said, it's not easy. Even though it's a call to service, but we'll try and do our best. And hopefully that our best will be appreciated. On the other issue of reduction, on the variance reporting, yes, we will capture that going forward. But you see, when we were doing the budget, we are taught that a lot of our members, both old and new, will be able to pay their sub. Looking at that 28.12 that you have there, the bulk of that money actually comes from new members at the rate of 650,000 times about 50 members. If you have not gotten that during that period, you would, of course, have gotten up to 28.1 because people are not paying sub. They are not paying their subscription. I think we need to, of course, find a way to reject the number of members, because we're just carrying members who are not forthcoming with payment of subscription. If you have only 300 members, we know we have 300 members. If you have only 100 members, we know we have 100 members. And that will give us an opportunity to jack up our sub, 100,000. At the current rate, 100,000 in a year translates to about 280 naira per day to enjoy all these facilities. So going forward, I will enjoin members to start thinking of how much do we want our sub to be, while we look at the active members. We are carrying quite a lot of non-active members. Now, also, that figure of 71 is for the whole year. Maybe next time we'll do an analysis between the half year and the full year. Half year, 50% of that will have given us close to about 34 million or 35 as against 28, which is still very low compared with what we've been able to achieve. So all in all, like I said, in the conclusion of my report, I will encourage members to please assist us. We were unable to get a single penny from host sponsorship, and we had 18 hosts. Nothing came in, even at the rates of just 250,000 per year. So we'll continue to stress, and hopefully members will turn up. Donations towards club development. Yes, it was, I think we were over ambitious when we were putting that 20 million there. Going through this, we don't think we're going to have close to about 5 million at the end of the year. So by and large, we'll try to work harder and encourage members to pay their dues and support us. Thank you. Sorry. On salaries, yes, we increased salaries of staff across board during the year. And that, of course, became effective from September at the rate of about 30%. That forms part of the increases in salary.
Thank you for the explanation. Okay. Mr. Adeleke, please. Adeleke.
There are two columns here.
No.
April to September 2022 to 2023. And then the second column, April to September. So what happened to October to March?
This is a financial, this is half-yearly, Mr. Adeleke. We are reporting between...
I understand half-yearly, sir.
Yeah.
Yes.
We are only reporting between April and September.
Let me learn, sir.
Yeah.
Let me learn, sir. In accounting, there's something you call matching concept. You match income of a period with expense of a period. So if I am having a budget of a whole year, this budget for a year is a 12 calendar month budget. Yeah. Am I correct, sir?
Yes.
Mr. Treasurer, is that correct, sir? Yes. So that 12-year calendar, that 12-month period is from 2023, which month to which month, sir? April 2023. Sorry. April 2023 to March 2024. Okay. Okay. So the first column is just a previous year comparison, a previous half-yearly period compared with this current half-yearly period. So I think is the heading that is misleading. So really, our shortfall is not. It's a whole lot more. The shortfall here is 71 million less 28 million. That. Yes, I understand, sir. I understand. What I did earlier on was a 22 plus 28 million to deduct from 71. So our real deficit now is a 28 less 71, which means our shortfall towards the end of this year. Let me learn, sir. Let me learn, sir, please. Please. The shortfall that we have is 71 less 28, which means that our run rate to catch up with this budget of 71 is 71 less 28. And so what we should, yes, sir. And so what we should be discussing will be what strategies are we putting in place as a club to achieve that run rate. I don't want us to gloss it on to gloss over this, so that we don't come here next financial year at the end of April, and then where there will be stories that touch the heart. Let all of us decide and agree what needs to be done. Thank you, sirs.
Thank you. That's well noted. Who is that, please? Past Captain Olumide Odiran.
Thank you very much. I'm looking at whole sponsorship and billboards. Now, my own comment is very simple. If you are sponsoring a whole, I don't believe the club should be charging a flat rate for every hole. Because the amount of diesel you spend on hole 1 in comparison to the amount of diesel you spend on hole 12 when you are cutting the grass is, miles apart. So I think the ESCO should find a way where we can actually cost how much it really costs us to maintain each hole. And if you want to sponsor a hole, if you cannot afford it, then so be it. You can generate more income that way, because if you keep giving them flat rate, if I pay 250,000 for hole 18 and 250,000 from hole 1, you are shortchanging the person on hole 1 now. Thank you.
That's well noted. Even talking about that flat rate, for some of our members who owns the O, it's like we have become beggars. Reminding them, writing a series of letters to them. Please, we are about taking O from them. So it's like you are owing us 1.5. You are telling us you are giving us 100 or 200,000 out of it. It's not fair enough. So if you are big, you are big. If you can't afford a whole, so we know we don't have whole sponsorship, our holes will be free. And that's the action we are taking anywhere from now. So thank you so much. Without, in the absence of any other comments, your observation is well noted, architect, Ambassador Adeleke. And maybe when we come to AOB and we have to eat dinner on the hill, maybe our take home cannot take this club home, we know. And even some of our members, the idea of paying instrumentally, we are stopping it anywhere from now. You know you're supposed to pay club subscription just 100,000. Why should we be begging a member? You pay 30,000 today, 40,000 next tomorrow, and we'll be running after you. We'll not be wasting our resources in checking members who have not paid their dues. So, if I'm saying it from this moment, please, effective from the next calendar financial year, payment of subscription is 100%. According to the Constitution. You said what? There's no 50% in our Constitution. It's just on human value we are doing that. Please. And we still give them 50% consideration. We still be running after members. So, adoption of the treasurer report so that we can move to the next item, please. Let's leave that one. Adoption of the treasurer report, please. Otunba Abimbola Davis.
In accordance to the constitution of the club, I hereby propose that the treasurer's Gengelibiti account should be adopted.
Thank you so much. Otunba Abimbola Davis adopting. Who is seconding, please? Mr. Afonja, please.
My name is Lysia Afonja. I seconded, please.
Seconded by Mrs. Lysia Afonja. Thank you so much. Going to the next item on the agenda, which is appointment of members of electoral committee. One ask, please. Please, if you know you want to disturb this proceeding, you have the option of going out now. We are not forcing anybody to please come in for this meeting. And unless I find you, I can see some faces that I'm just pardoning. Please, let's respect ourselves. Otunba Abimbola Davis, yes.
Before I'm fine, sir, we are yet to adopt your motion, your report.
It's been adopted. You're not following, yes. You are not listening. Please don't take me back, Otumba. It was said on this floor. It has been adopted. You are not following us. So I find you with a bottle for not listening to me while talking. Please, a bottle of Makala from your end. Ba, bring a bottle of Makala. Yes. Yes, sir.
My spirit was aligned with yours. When you read your thought was concluded. Comments were made, but there is no record.
I asked from the floor. The members were here. When I asked for the adoptions of the
hold on, sir. If the secretary can just educate us who moved the motion, who seconded it from his record, sir. Mr. Secretary, sir.
Mr. Adeleke.
No, there's no name. If
Mr.
there's a
Adeleke.
name, you should mention.
Mr. Adeleke,
Yes,
I asked for the adoptions of the captain's report, and I asked us, do we all adopt it? And we okay, adoption of the captain's report.
It's not procedural. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Adoption moved by Dr. Fashola, seconded by Professor Lunge. Thank you. Moving on. The council is hereby disqualified. But because of the lovers of Makala, maybe you should just donate to the floor, please. Appointment of members of electoral committee. This is a very, very crucial moment for us, and I want to appeal to us. I want us to please search our conscience when we are making nominations. I'm tired of nominating members that will not function in committees. I'm tired of members that are indisciplined in nature, that lack integrity. Please and please and please, before you nominate anybody, look at the value of the person you want to nominate. From what transpired from some of these committees that we are in the past, when I could imagine a committee sitting and a member was walking out of the committee, giving flimsy excuses for not going to be in that committee. We are not taking the father's business serious. Please, please, and please, and please, before you make a nomination, think about the integrity of the person you want to nominate and make sure he's a man of integrity, very disciplined, and will not take this club backward. We knew the battle that we faced during the last electoral, from the last electoral committee. If not because of man no man stuff and patch this and patch that, some of them will have faced this reaction. Please. And I'm not going to be a party to that. Before you make a nomination, think about the name you want to nominate and the value they are going to add to the club. Okay. Professor Sokubi.
Thank you, Captain. I noticed you've taken the H out of my surname. But it's okay.
Okay, Shokumbi.
Or S without an H with a dot under the S.
Okay.
Whatever you prefer.
All right, sir.
Thank you for the opportunity. I would like to nominate Barrister Tony Begwaje.
It doesn't matter to be here. There's no rule like that in our constitution. Barrister Tony Begwaje is being nominated. If you are in support, please let me know. Are we in support? Yes. If you are against, please let's hear you. Okay. Barrister Tony Begwaje. Past captain, Barrister S.I. Salami, please.
I humbly nominate past captain Akifumilayo.
past captain, Honorable Commissioner of Lands. Or if you are in support of past captain Akinfunmilayo, your hands up, please. Are we in favor? Is it because they have taken your land you are saying yes? If you are against, please. Okay. Dr. Kayode Fashola.
I may like, Captain, to talk about my nomination. During my birthday, out of all the women here, the woman stood up and said she pledged, she aligned with what we were doing. She's part of the vision. And through her, we were able to raise 4 million that day. The woman is Mrs. Ranti Olorin. I want to nominate Mrs. Ranti Olorin for this.
Are we all in support of Mrs. Ranti Olorin, please? Okay. If you are against, please. No. Mr. Okao.
Captain, I humbly nominate Edward Efe.
Mr. Edward Efe being nominated as a member of the electoral committee. Are we in support? Yes. Those against? You can move to what's the name of that hotel? Ocha, you can move to Ocha if you are against, please. We have 2 more names to go. We have no less than 5, then we are going by 6. We have on the list Barrister Tony, past Captain Akinfunmilayo, Mrs. Olorin, and Mr. Edward. SA Land, please.
I nominate Honorable Demola Omotoso.
Demola Omotosho. It doesn't matter. It's not our constitution.
Past Captain Mojo.
No, you have nominated Omolo. No. Who are you nominating? Mojo or
Past
Omo?
Captain Mojo.
You nominated somebody before.
Mistake, Moses.
No. That's cancelled. Demola Omotosho. Are we in support? Doesn't matter. Honorable Demola Omotosho, are we in support? Those who against? Honorable Demola Omotosho. Faki.
I'm nominating Asrob Adewale.
Asrob Adewale. Are we in support? There is no rule of 5 years in our constitution anyway. Are we in support of Asrob, please? Those against, please. One more nomination to go. Your information, who is that? Who is that? Yes, past captain, Olumide Original, please.
Thank you, Captain. In Article 13.
Please read the Constitution before you say what you want to say. Take that part of the Constitution and digest. The Electoral Committee shall ensure that the qualifications prescribed in Article 13 of this Constitution are possessed by all candidates.
So, Article 13:1 says, oh, okay, Electoral Committee. Okay. Okay, sorry.
You see, that's where we have issues.
Sorry, there's a contradiction in that thing.
Yes.
It's referring to those who can be elected into offices. Sorry.
So,
Sorry.
and that's why we need to do a constitutional review.
Let me read that passage for you, sir. Election of
Who is talking, please?
appointment of electoral committee.
Who is reading? Okay, yes.
That's 15:1. It says, an electoral committee consisting of no less than 5 members shall be appointed at Aviali Tata. Then number 2, electoral committee shall be responsible, if you like, electoral.
A bottle of Macallan 12, finally, at last, for wasting the club's time, please. Bar, Macallan 12. Ambassador Adeleke.
I, David Adeomobamidele Adeleke, hereby nominate Barrister Ife Edward. He has been nominated. Okay. So I nominate. No. Mistake.
A bottle of Macallan on account of Honorable Adeleke.
Okay, no problem.
Please have your seat.
Because since I'm paying fine, I should nominate correctly now.
Have your seat.
I hereby nominate. If I'm being fined.
Honorable Adeleke, can you please have your seat?
Then you are disenfranchising me. Then it's oppression, sir.
Past Captain Sumonu.
Thank you very much, Capo. Before I make my nomination, I want to appeal to those who have been nominated and the person I will nominate to please.
Can you make your nomination, please?
Their Bible.
Hello, sir. Can you make your nomination?
I nominate Architect Fakule.
It's left for the committee to know whether they are going to use the Bible as their guide, use their constitution of the club as their guideline. So your nomination is what you want. You nominated who? Architect Fakule as a member of how many is that? That's as a member of the electoral committee. Any opposition? Do we accept? We have come to the end of members of the electoral committee. 7 members, can we have their names as follow? Barrister Tony Gbagbaje, Past Captain Akin Fumilayo, Mrs. Ranti Olurin, Barrister Edward Efe, Honorable Demola Motosho, Mr. Adewale Astrop, and Architect Fakule. You have the club's approval as members of electoral committee. A round of applause for them, please. Architect, Past Captain.
Thank you, Captain.
Yeah.
I got a phone call from Mr. Tony Gbagbaje that the network keeps going and coming, and that he actually has something that he would like to contribute to the House when we get to AOB. So I just said I would inform you of that. Thank you.
All right, that's well noted. Thank you so much. Next on the agenda is supposed to be review of constitutional report of constitutional review committee, but they are actually working, and we are going to call extraordinary general meeting to discuss their report. There is a kind of misunderstanding between the committee and the ESCO. We are appealing to them to make the report known to the ESCO for onward review by members. We are going to make copy for members the way we usually do it before. They present report to us. We make the report available for members to go and digest, so that by the time we are calling for the extraordinary general meeting, it's not at the extraordinary general meeting, just like what they are talking about, financial of the club, that will now it's going to waste our time because there are a lot of inputs, suggestions. So by the time we make circulations and the copies are available for members to go and read and digest, they can note down all the points. Like maybe like this point we just raised now, somebody should be 5 years before you are appointed as members. You want to add to it, keep your point till EOGM, whereby we are going to deliberate and ratify their report. So report will not be made available today. I'm sure before the end of the year, before the end of this month, the report will be made available to us so that they can present it to ESCO. We can present to members for Perusa, for digestion, before we now call for extraordinary general meeting, whereby the report will be ratified. I think we are in line with that, please. Are we in line with that? Thank you so much. Now, the next item is AOB. Item number 8. Okay. Past Captain Prince Bayo Adewito, please.
Mr. Captain, distinguished members, ladies and gentlemen, it's a great pleasure to be here for the 38th time in my lifetime attending this type of meeting. Definitely, I must have something to share. I never knew working seriously as captain of this club could earn you employment without credentials to run one of the biggest clubs in Nigeria. I'd like to report that I've gone to Lara and I'm back safely with my integrity intact. Praise the Lord. At this point in time, I'd like to report back to this august house that as a member of as actually the chairman of the disciplinary committee, there are issues to be discussed because it is this body that appointed the members to serve the entire club for that purpose. One, I want to lend credence to the fact that people that are nominated here to carry out assignments on behalf of the club should take it very seriously. We got here today to see this meeting starting well past after 5 o'clock p.m. If this country will run right, it is elites like us that should make it work, not Tinubu. All the institutions in Nigeria are failing because of impunity. And what I find is that people are innocent of integrity. And that is why all the time people want to lower the mark and discourage conscientious people that want to serve in the best interest of all of us. As a result of this, I'm going to ask this body to appeal to all individuals and bodies concerned that are in the habit of intervening and interfering with the smooth running of the operations of the disciplinary committee, so that you do not disencourage people in future that will be suitable to serve in that capacity. We are all passing through times, and posterity will judge us either right or wrong. I don't want to belabor you. Let me stop there by saying that, well, the committee is on course, and we are going to carry out our assignment diligently and dutifully as expected by the Constitution, so help us God. I need to use this opportunity to report that out of the 5 members, one of us stepped down, and I'll be asking this body to come up with a nomination here tonight as to who can fix and field to replace so that at any given time we run smoothly, because the rate at which we are receiving complaints for on disciplinary cases in this club has so far overwhelmed the committee as presently constituted. Mr. Captain, sir, I thank you very much for doing your best. I wish you all the best. God bless you, sir.
Thank you so much for your observation and your contributions. That's why I said earlier on that before this is selfless service, a call to serve humanity. And along the line, some people out of their personal interest, they just decide to pull out. And those set of people will be ambassadors of the club is not doing well, the club is not doing this, the club is not doing that. They just have a bit of what it takes to run the club, they pull out. So that's why I say, I always say that before you nominate anybody, even if you are being nominated, think of people that have nominated you, who have vouched for you that you are going to do justice to their nomination. If you let them down, if you are letting yourself down, resigned. Retired CP Junaid, step down from the disciplinary committee. Yes. Mr. Festus.
First of all, my capo greeting. I actually have a man here. He said golf is life and it shows your character. He's a man of integrity. I don't want to preach. And that is Moses Ujo.
He has declined.
He has declined.
Oh.
Do I have the opportunity?
No. Mr. Koshile, please. Koshile.
My sir, thanks be to God, finally I'm called. I'm called to nominate hotel. Please, I don't know whether Mr. M. Joe will want to serve.
He has declined.
He has declined. Okay, sir.
Past Captain Larry Adeyemo, please.
I want to nominate Wale Ojo Awake.
Mr. Wale Ojo, as a member of the disciplinary committee, are we in support? Okay. Please, like I said earlier on, we are talking about, I know some of the problems. That's why I said, we come to the floor, we come to the pavilion, and we blow grammar about close management. We put some of us in one small committee, will be disappointing us. For that particular committee, I know the problem it takes them. Membership committee, the same problem. Electoral committee, the same problem, and we be the one. 1 hour, please. Please, if you are being nominated and you know you are not going to be available, please, at this time you can decline. Mr. Wale Ojo has been. Are you going to? Okay. Dr. Kadi Fashola.
Captain, let me nominate Mr. Tunde Raji.
Engineer Tunde Raji, as a member of the disciplinary committee, it doesn't make any difference. We only have one nominee, please. Only one. Are we in support of Engineer Tunde Raji, please? Why people that the objection, if you want to say no, can I know the reason behind, please? Oh yeah, mic to OJ, please. We choose another person to replace. So it'll be just two.
My powerful capo, my name is Engineer Ojojimo, and the person just nominated, I don't know him. And we need to know him. I don't know him, sir.
That's not a valid excuse, please.
Please,
Engineer Tunde Raji, as a member of the disciplinary committee, are we in support? Can we put it, if you are against, please? If you are against, can I hear your voice? If you are against, can I hear your voice? If you are in support, can I hear your voice? The yes have it. Okay, past Captain Olumide Oyederan.
Sorry, Captain, you see, you keep harping on the fact that we need to appoint people that will be available. He is not here, he's not online. If he declines tomorrow, what is going to happen? Let us do this thing, hash it out thoroughly, decide on who we're going to within us here or somebody that is online that can say yes or no. We had an overwhelming yes for Mr. Olawale Ojo, but he declined it. He's seated here. Don't let us do something that will now draw us back again. Okay. There are people raising their hands in front there. You can ask them to please, nominate somebody. Thank you.
That's well noted. Let's go. Let's give the forum. Professor Sokumbi, please. Shokumbi.
Thank you. I forgive Captain. He's from Ogbomoso. And I spent my first year working as a doctor in Ogbomoso. So I understand.
Thank you.
Now, you articulated a number of virtues and characters you would like to see in members of this committee.
Yes, sir.
And you spoke generally. I know that our constitution hasn't stated in clear terms what those attributes should be, but I think we should begin to think of incorporating such attributes in the amendments. For example, if you've gone through that committee and you've disciplined for an infraction, particularly if it is a serious matter, I do not think that you should be nominated for that committee. And the number of other issues which I don't want to raise here. I would be grateful if you would bring, that's another example. So to just say, oh, there should be people of integrity, and without clearly stating exclusion criteria, I think we will undermine the work of that committee. So perhaps we should ask our constitution amending people to take.
Any members that we have nominated before that has faced disciplinary committee? We only have one. Honorable Jase.
Hold
on, please. Hold on, please. Hold on, please. Hold on, please. Mr. Wale Olaruke, point of observation. Yeah. Only one.
It's only one. Because it's very clear. I remember only, no more than. The second one has one drop. Yes. They're four now.
Okay. So that means 5. The section is completed. Thank you for that point of observation. Yeah.
I nominate Don Dongo.
Okay, without wasting further time, earlier on, Engineer Raji was nominated, and there was a comment whether I'm talking about availability, whether he's going to accept or not, and it's not on the platform now because of the sensitivity of this committee. We need to decide people, like if Awake has not been around now and he's been nominated, the same problem will have occurred. So please, can somebody just put a call through to him in the interest of fair hearing? No. Next, Mr. John Dongo is being nominated in replacement of Engineer Tunde Raji. Are we in support of that nomination? Dr. Don Jongo, are you accepting the nomination? Wholeheartedly. Yes. Pascal Tolumdo Ediron.
AOB, I'm reading this out as a message that was sent by Mr. Tony Bebaje because of the connection. Protocols. My most serious concern is the right of entry into the club. It is one thing to pay your dues. It is another thing to have free access to the club. We have an electronic system that should regulate entry by use for our cards. This is not in use. So talking about all members paying should not be the benchmark. The benchmark should be paid members alone have access to the club. In addition, we find many instances of members coming in with more than the stipulated number of guests unfettered. This should not be the case. Ours is a private members club for paid up members only. My submission and my very best regards from Tony Begbaje.
That's a very serious observation. That is well noted. We are going to see to the serious implementation of that. So for some of us that have our ID cards, please go and look for it any moment from now, because if you don't have your ID card, nobody will open that gate for you. We paid for the real issue with the vendor, the person that gave us that something. So we roll out the next batch of ID cards for as many members that have signed for a copy of that ID card for entering the club, and you are paid up member, please make use of it with any moment from now, because that boy will not open that entrance using the master key, master card. Please, let's take note of that. Thank you, Professor. He has his own. Please, we have relaxed the system. For those that have not, please report to the manager so that you can have yours. If you are a paid up member, except for the new members, we are just processing their own. We have given members to some extent. Please, if you don't have, we have your name as people with the exception that don't have it, and you will be allowed on that regards, you'll be allowed access to the club. And henceforth, we want to ensure that, just like we have mentioned, we now have the canary within the club. This is a premium club. We now have just anybody coming into our club, especially what? Babes. So, PAs, personal assistants, drivers, everybody, we are all big men. We are all big in our various homes. Please, let's keep it within the confines of our homes. As far as Ibadan Golf Club is concerned now, we have a provision for where the driver should be. Let us stay there any moment from now. as if it's effective from tonight, no members, personal assistants, driver should be seen within the vicinity of the club. Please, within the pavilion, within the closed pavilion. And any member that is PA, peradventure, violate that, that member will be sent to disciplinary committee. No fine, please. That members will be, is a violation, and we have said it now, so it's better you don't violate it. Once we take, members of the disciplinary committee take you as somebody that has broken that particular aspect, you are facing disciplinary committee, they just raise it up. So that is taken and is well accepted. We are going to beef up our security arrangement and make sure we enforce that, please. Members, please go and look for your personal entrance ID card. If you don't have, report to the manager, we collect the names and we do the needful. Thank you so much. That would wonderful. Active faculty, please.
Thank you, Capo. Yeah, I only want to say this.
Please, one house, please, one house, please.
Internationally, if you are playing on any golf course, you don't have any right to play your ball on the team ahead of you. Airport said this team, they are slow. And I want to beg the slow team, always give a way for the faster team behind you. It doesn't take you more than 10 minutes to do that. But if at all those people did not do it, they refuse, please don't throw ball at them. I've been a victim on this course. And I almost, by now, I've been written off. Please, it's just a game. I don't know why we are so much in a hurry. And if you know that the team behind you, give a perfect way. Clear the road, let them go. So that we can avoid unnecessary accidents. Thank you very much.
Thank you for that observation. We'll be having cases of such events happening. And that is why we need to act and behave as a gentleman too when such incidents happens. We have said, I know some people that are seated here this evening, as we are looking at each other, they will never give you way, even if it's captain. They will not. And they are slow players. Until I now use my office to say, please allow me to pass. They will not. Until members, I made some members on the course, they will not be complaining until I now use my office to appeal to them to let them go. Where are we rushing to? Is it not 019 at the end of the day? Please, we've always been saying it, but they will not report. And peradventure, you rain balls. It's vice versa. On the slow team, the slow team also knows the necessary thing to do. Let's calm down our temper and let us not act in a way that we can become guilty of. Please and please, let's take note of this. Give room to the faster flight to pass us. We are all gentlemen, please. Honorable Commissioner, please. Past Captain Akin from Layo.
Mr. Captain, sir, I just want to seek clarification on your earlier statement about PA drivers coming to the pavilion. If I have a driver, he might be my driver from 8 to 4 and might become my guest from 4 to 10. Can I bring him in as a guest? That's the question, sir.
No, your driver cannot be brought in as a guest. It's not a guest because it's identified with you every day. We don't have that in the club's constitution. It's not allowed. Let's not polarize the club, please. Please and please, let's not polarize the club. Past Captain Olumide Oyejiran, please. Thereafter, Past Captain Dr. John Dongo.
Thank you, Captain. I noticed of recent that the aprons of our greens and even the tea boxes have been cut with the brush cutter. Now, the disadvantage of that is it gives you uneven terrain, surface, so to speak. Now, a lot of golf is around the greens. And if we're not careful also, by the time the dry season comes, you won't even be able to chip around the apron. My suggestion is that the ESCO should look into investing in lawn mowers, because lawn mowers will cut the aprons and the tee boxes evenly. The brush cutter in some places will leave grass, in some places it will chop it all the way to the ground. So they can use that. That's why it's called the brush cutter, to go into the bushes and the edges where you can trim some stuff. So my suggestion is invest in a couple of lawnmowers that can be used to cut the aprons and the tee boxes only. And that's all they will do. Thank you.
Thank you for that wonderful observation. Well taken. And I want to, based on that suggestion, please, I want to raise donations for lawnmower on this floor tonight. It's more than 300, 400, 500. Standard one, 500 and above. Standard lawnmower. Even brush cutter is 400 plus now. Yes. So please, all these things cost money. And that's why we are on AOB now. I think we should be able to talk. Our subscription, I think, is that we are coming to a time, the economy is changing. That 100,000 we are paying cannot service this club. Because going by the average, that is just 273 naira per day. So that you are giving you, that is giving you access to access this club. And that is what member is bragging on. I'm a member of Ibadan Golf Club, just on 280,000 or 275,000. We have a lot of projects, we have a lot of things to spend money on. So me, I'm of the opinion, if you are going to get value, we need to do. I know economy is biting. Maybe you can just top it up a little bit. I welcome comment, please. Professor Alunge. I will raise.
My captain, sir, it's not about the lawnmower, but when the decision is made about the lawnmower, I'll make my contributions. Okay. Sir, it has to do with the cleanliness on the course. The last time we decided that people should take their empty plastic containers of drinks, put it in their bags and bring it to the clubhouse to empty. Unfortunately, most people were not aware. So is it possible, can I suggest that we should put notice boards at usually where we are teeing off? That's where most people want to finish their drinks. On hole 1, when you get to hole 12, where you want to tee off, I know that we put a lot of baskets there. Those baskets were very good. The metal ones, not the plastic ones. So maybe we'll construct bigger baskets that cannot be stolen, hopefully.
We are even buying the bowl something now.
All right,
tank.
Sir.
That's what we want to buy now.
All right, sir. But we can then put a little notice there that please do not throw your empty bottle.
Sir, your suggestion is well taken, but do we need a notice for well-enlightened member?
Sir, I have come to know that in Nigeria, no matter how educated people are, no matter how big people are, they still need to be instructed. You'll be amazed that at the level at which people actually respond. Sir, can you imagine that you have to put a notice that please flush the urinal when you finish? Must you tell people? But then you still do it because some people either inadvertently or by virtue of their upbringing just will not do it. So, sir, it's not too much.
Okay.
And this is for our own good.
Thank you for the
Thank you,
observation.
Captain.
We are going to do that soon. So back to the Lomwa fundraising, please. I want to raise donation in the club tonight for that Lomwa. Please, we have a lot of projects. In my speech, I mentioned we can only achieve through your support and your cooperation. That tent I'm going to put, I'm looking for like 4 million to put that tent up. I'm talking with some people, and I believe we are going to do it before the end of this year by God's grace. At least we can have a cover a shed. You want to donate? Okay. Past Captain Colonel Sumano, retired but not tired.
Thank you very much, Kapo. I'm one of those who suffer very seriously around the apron. You know, that is where my strength is, chipping.
Okay.
I'm a retiree. I will kickstart that fundraising with 20,000 naira.
Okay. Okay. Ejasi.
I'm a retiree.
Kura Makalankan.
I'm a retiree.
Kura Makalankan.
I'm a retiree.
Please.
20,000 from 40 people will buy
My corner.
that
My corner.
machine.
My corner. Please motivate our members to donate.
Okay, 25,000.
Okay.
Then, please, Kapo, can I just add to what the prof said?
Yes.
To the notice. If you like, place notice on all these trees. People, I'm saying this without any apology. Some of us will still behave like animals. Why people misbehave in this part of the world is because there are no consequences for misbehavior.
But there are nobody reporting them.
Yeah, there's nobody. We all condone misbehavior. We condone wrongdoing. If you see somebody who does that, report that person.
But they will be in the same fly and they will not report. And you not even talk to the person. Please, you can't be with my team and you drop a bottle of water. I will not say, please take it.
Because I manage Jarawa, we keep on managing nonsense.
So I think the rule now should be that if a team is coming behind and you find empty bottle on your part, another team has just walked by. That team should be held responsible for that. Please. No. Yo, let's be serious. Because you can't see it and just pass by. Just tell your caddy to pick it up. Let's start from there. So please, that's the rule now. If I'm passing by, my flight is passing by, and I notice Dr. Jongo flight is just ahead of me, and they saw that thing and they couldn't call the attention of caddy to pick it. That is, we are getting there. We are starting somewhere. You didn't see it. 3 of people in a team will not say that they didn't see it. That's not an excuse. Past Captain Olumide. Sir? Okay, please, once give mic to Chief Mr. Abala, Mr. Charles Ajibade.
Thank you very much. You see, this instruction to the member to keep their waste bottles in the bag, I'm sure most members do. But the problem is with caddy also. Our caddies need to be, I've seen caddy, my own caddy, I've put it in this in my bag. And before I know it, he's thrown it out. And I won't see it. So the caddy I will not know. Because by the time I get here, I'm not looking for the bottle again. And I've seen it done several times. So the caddy also needs to be told and be given that instruction. And caddy master needs to be instructed to do that.
We do that again. And the major assignment is for the caddy really, to let them know that if they see a bottle in their front, they don't have their caddy fee. That's another clause to it. Peradventure, you are reported that you saw, you just close your eyes away from the empties in front of you. We are going to take it serious. But the issue is that members of on the same flight too, we need to talk to our members. You see them dropping, but you are not talking. You are not reporting. So we are condoling indiscipline. So we are starting with that, please. You are passing by, you saw empty in your front, and you didn't tell your caddy. It's not you to pick. It's not your job. It's just to call your attention. Please pick this thing. Let's be observant on the course. I think that's good enough to go. That is good enough to go. Thank you so much. On Grimoire, please. Okay, I'm coming, Sheyi. Anybody raising your hands? No. Okay. On the lawnmower, please. Is that Otuba Bimbola Davis, please?
I want to talk about the picking of things on the.
That has passed, Otuba.
Sir, that cannot pass.
Otuba, that has passed. We need to move on. We need to stand in.
Sir, I am a player here.
Yeah.
And I'm a member.
Yes, but we have already debated it and we are moving on.
Excuse me, sir. I'm not here to be picking another person.
We are not saying you should pick. Tell your caddy to pick.
Somebody is coming, sir.
Tell your caddy to pick.
So, sir, let me complete this. I'm playing in front.
Yes.
And then somebody coming at my back now saw a can.
But your caddy saw it.
My
you
caddy
and your caddy.
Not, my caddy may not.
3 caddies playing a flight.
He may not.
It's not possible.
Let me give you a sample, sir. Let me give you a sample, sir.
Yes.
In note 12.
Yes.
In note 12, you are at the T box. Your caddies were with you at the T box. Somebody has already thrown a can at the other side. And then, because my caddy didn't say, whenever I rent a cat here, caller is here can confirm. The back of that cat will always
full of
be
empties.
Full of debt. I pick them, even myself. But that you are going to make it a law that I should pick it. I'm not.
We are not saying you should pick.
Oh, my caddy didn't say.
All your attention of caddy to pick it.
My caddy, we may not say it together.
Okay, that's well noted.
We can encourage each other.
Let's encourage ourselves and make sure we tell our caddies, the people in the flight, to pick it. Otuba, that is a standing rule now. Please.
Encourage us, please.
I'm encouraging you. That is standing rule now. Sheyi, please.
Oh, thank you, my captain. On this issue, I want us to address it with caution. I do not know, maybe the caddies do eye services for me, but there's never a time I'll go on a round with my caddy and I will drink and they will trash the can on the course. They will always keep it in my bag. So I'm not too sure if they do that for every other members. Again, if we said that caddies should pick what the players they carry being consumed, where are they going to keep it? Are they going to keep it in my own bag? I won't take that. So if there is no provision, then that will not work. The best thing we can do, which is obtainable in other clubs, is to have somewhere that we can stock those stuff. Otherwise, I will not allow my own caddy to pick somebody from other players and put it in my own bag. And if he didn't put it in anybody's bag, it's going to distract him carrying my bag. So I want us to look at that critically. And the bottom line will be that let us talk to our members that when they drink, and even if we buy drinks for caddy will never drink and trash it on the course.
It's still our member that will consume those stuff and trash it on the course. So please let us address it with caution, sir. Thank you.
We are going to make provision for the dustbin. But nonetheless, you see, we are making life difficult for ourselves in Ibadan Golf Club. We go to Ikoyi Golf Club, you go to Ikeya Golf Club, you will not see a single bottle on the course. And you as a member here, you go there, you never try it. You come here and you'll be messing our club up. What are we talking about? Have you ever gone to Ikeja? You have played in Ikeja, you have never tried it yourself. And we are playing as a team. We have 2 or 3 people playing with you, and you will see them dropping it. Why don't you call them to order? So we need to enforce this discipline, and we need to start somewhere. Please, we are moving on. On the donations for the lawnmower, please. That's the on the lawnmower, sir. Yes.
My captain, sir. Concerning the lawnmower, I think for a very long time, we have been suggesting how we get lawnmower for our aprons and tee boxes. We have very prominent trustees in this club. They have a very long, very wide reach. Sir, let us, they have contributed a lot to the growth of this club, sir.
Yes.
Let us saddle them with this responsibility to get us 6 lawnmowers. Because every time we come here, we say donation, donation, donation. Sir, let us plead to our trustees to assist us in this area. God bless you, sir.
I understand. I might not do that line because some of the trustees that we are talking about, they have been doing more than necessary. We have been belittled, doing more than necessary, contributing. In short, when we did the contribution for the Tough Tiger to buy that the 2 replacement engines from America, once Iguadele gave for us $5,000. So I will solicit for 1 lawnmower from them. 2. Okay, I will solicit for 2 from the committee and board of trust. I mean, from the trustees. I will solicit for 2. But charity begins at home, from the floor of the house. Let us. I'm coming, sir. Ambassador Adeleke.
My captain, I have 2 issues. Laws are made. They attest to laws. Is it, and the Rotary people will say the 4-way test, is it fair to all concerned? Would it be goodwill and better friendship? Would it be beneficial to all concerned? I've played those clubs that you mentioned, and I can attest to your declarations that nobody will willingly, I mean, people are well behaved. They don't trash their club. But we have a unique situation in this club, and that is we're inside the barracks. There's unfettered access. People pass, students move up and down. Those people also trash. So assuming that it's only the members are trash, it could be very punitive. That's one. Number 2, sir, is that if we are also going to put in laws, then the laws must be enforceable. What do I mean? The second vice has said rightly, where will they put the trash when they pick it? So I think the beginning of fixing this problem is to ensure that at every hole, tee box and potting green, let's have trash boxes there. Once we do that, then we move to the next step of enforcing. Now, back to the lawnmower. Earlier on, I want to ask, my captain, which one is more important to you? Is it the Macallan you are finding me or this lawnmower? You need to choose.
You not escape from that Macallan.
No, if you are choosing Macallan,
you are doing donation, please.
No, if you are choosing Macallan, it will affect my donation. It's true. No, it's true. It's true. It's true. We all know the
I know your words.
Condition.
Incoming.
No, it's not blackmail now.
Incoming.
It's not blackmail.
Excuse
so
me.
If you are insisting on
Incoming.
the Macallan, no problem, sir.
Please. I know your words.
Just clarifying. If you are
Boats.
insisting on the Makaland,
Boats.
no problem. I will do both Makaland and donations
Okay.
to lawnmower.
If
Add
I need
everything.
Makalam, I need 2 Makalams, and I donate that 2 Makalams to the lawnmower, please.
I don't understand.
Carry on.
What did you just say?
2. Convert those 2 Makalams to the lawnmower.
No, now who are you finding 2 Makaland? It's 1 Makaland now.
No.
No, you find me 1 Makaland now.
Yes.
Not 2. So why are you changing the?
I want
Captain.
Ambassador. Please donate. Time is going.
No.
Donate.
I don't want them to record what is not with me.
Okay, donate.
So you say 1 Makaland, Abi? No problem. Plus Makaland, plus donation, everything 100,000.
Yes.
End of discussion.
So I donate that Makaland too. That's okay. Prince Bayo Adonito, please.
Prince Adeleke has done very well. I think we should consider you seriously for other things higher than an ambassador. You're also an advocate. Go first all, the issue of contributions of trustees to this club needs to be seriously deliberated upon.
Sorry, sir.
I'm fully aware.
Can I just finish with this? I'm coming, sir. Can I finish with the fundraising so that you talk about the trust? Is it okay? All right.
Because in Yoruba parlance, only akin lokonle ka fowo ko imi. When we say someone is a trustee, a lot is expected. And I've been to other places where I've seen trustees donating tractors and the likes. We want to be sure that all these trustees are operating on the same level. Because I'm privileged to know that some trustees are even complaining that others among them are doing next to nothing. We need to set this right because they were not going to be the last set of trustees in this club. Others are coming. Mr. Captain, you can't find anybody on the high table because they have immunity. So, sir, my most important contribution here tonight is that looking back, I've seen that this club is seriously undermarketed. Looking at our financials, this club is so strategically positioned that we need to be making more than what we are making rather than going on donation all the time to cause donation fatigues on members. Whoever is in charge of competition should go out. Let them bring out competitions to this club. Let them bring out sponsorship of different things from different locations. We need to actually do more on this because as it is, sir, there's no time the subscription will ever be sufficient to run this club of this size. I stand tall to say this because I've run this club for an upwards of 2 years and I've also run other clubs and I know what it takes. Sir, let us improve and increase our marketing of Ibadan Golf Club, even online. Thank you very much, sir.
Okay, that's well taken, sir. Mrs. Olurin, please.
Good evening, everybody. I am on this AOB. I want to talk on this payment that you said we should pay annually for the parking of the cars. To be honest with you, like when we had it, I had it, I said, which one is payment? Fine, it's not bad, but at the same time, I feel that we are being cheated in the sense that we are a member of this club. Personally, many of the people using the cart really don't want to use a cart. But for medical reasons, people like me, I know I've gone to the US and my orthopedic told me that, you know, you are not supposed to play without a cart. You can't go long. And I said, I know. He said, or else you will damage your knees. Now, if you had called upon us to even do this cart, to say, come and help us to build this thing, we would have done that for the club. Many of us using the cart. But when you now said you are finding us 60,000, that we are paying 60,000 rent annually. We are paying members of this club, and we have been contributing to a lot of things in this club. We have gone outside the country, and we see the number of cards that they have. If the club have cards for us, we are ready to rent it. But in this situation, it's not easy to cough out 3 million, 4 million to go and buy cards, and you're now telling us again that we should pay. Please consider that we are paying members, and it is with what benefit. This should be part of the benefit that we enjoy in the club. God bless you, sir.
That's well noted, ma'am. But you have just said you cover 3-4 million to go and buy cards.
It's not our wish. People like me, let me tell you.
I know, man.
Aha.
I know,
I
ma'am.
can tell you, if you tell me to go and get a letter, I will get to the letter.
If you look at the fuel that you used to run that card,
it's going to be like us when you get to the old age.
Anyway, we look into it and we'll get back to you, ma'am. Active faculty, please.
We are on donations.
Okay, yes.
But before I donate, just like the vice said, and Adeleke over there mentioned, I put this into practice at Tiger Golf Club, and I know it will work. The first thing I did when I resumed as the course officer over there was to put in place, out of 18 holes, I put in place like 9 holes with a block dustbin. And that reduced drastically.
1 house, please.
It reduced drastically how people throw everything on the course anyhow. I want us to please adopt that system here at the same time. Don't do the one that will be stolen. Let's do the concrete one. That will reduce all we have been saying for the past 1 hour or 30 minutes here. I'm very sure of that. It has been put into practice and it's working. However, there must be a notice.
1 house, please.
There must be a notice on the course. We are human beings. And now I understand why my professor will say sociology and psychology of human beings is compulsory for architecture. We have that just mentality of doing things the way we are not expected. I will not call us animals, but we are animals. It's simple. I have put a dustbin right by T-box, and I've seen people putting rubbish on the floor. So
no problem.
Now, donation.
Yes.
Golf is part of my life. And just like Colonel Sumanu said, short game is very important. We must have equipment to do that apron. I'm donating the sum of 50,000 naira. Thank you very much.
Thank you for that wonderful donation. Just like you have said, I've already said that we take care of the dustbin. Bar, please, are you? We have done the cost analysis of doing blocks and doing buying rings. I think rings is more cost effective for us and faster, roughly 10,000 per each. And we have 18 holes, that's 180. I will donate all, don't worry. I put ring in all the holes, but you are helping me to do the glory. So I put rings in all the holes. Color, by Monday, I've gone there personally to check, to inspect. We just want the best for the club. So we make sure we put it in place. That will solve part of the problem. Mr. Olagoke, please.
Let me support the club with a sum of 50,000 naira.
Mr. Olagoke, 50,000. God loves a cheerful giver. Now I will not see plenty hands on the pavilion when it comes to donation. Okay, Chairman, Honorable Demola Motosho.
I play for fun, and he's going to add more fun. So I'll donate 50,000.
Thank you. 50,000. Father, you raise up your hand the other time. Where is he, Father Lawrence? Please give microphone to him. Your donation, please.
No, my own is not for donation, please. I don't even have money to donate. It's under AOB, please.
Okay.
Am I permitted?
Go on.
We have complained and we have listened to complaints, most especially from those who play regularly about the condition of the course. Now, there is an area we don't pay attention to, experience. Even if you buy the lawnmower, you need experienced people to handle the lawnmower, knowing the difference between the apron, the green, and the T-box. They are not the same level, and they should not be the same level. Be that as it may, the area I'm going to is this. Since prices of things have turned to living things since May, I want to ask first this question, Captain, please.
Yeah.
Has the club done anything for the members, for the staff, members of staff in the golf club, by way of increasing their salary or looking into their salary? One.
That's done. It's been done.
It's been done.
Yes.
No, I'm not taking you back.
Were you around when we presented the financial reports? You are not.
Yeah, I was around.
Yes, you are not around.
No, I was around.
It was part of Dr. Kaude's comments, and it was addressed by the treasurer that what brought about that figure is because we've increased salary. We have done salary review. We did last year. We haven't done this year again because of the fuel subsidy stuff.
Okay, then. Sorry about that.
Thank you. Okay. Barrister Olaiya, please.
Thank you. I will humbly donate 50,000 naira.
50,000 from Barrister Olaiya.
And also, I was instructed by the Barrister Ife to inform the house that we also donate 50,000.
Who?
Barrister Ife.
You can give the mic to him, please. Let him donate. He can do more than that. That is not even up to $100. So donate in dollars and we convert to naira, please. The dollar will justify your donation. Just sit down. Just donate in dollars. I know your condition. Let that speak in dollars. We convert to naira. We know the words.
$100.
$100. That's 100,000 plus. Thank you. Past Captain Olumide Odiran, please. We are rounding up because the time is gone.
Instruction from Mr. Tony Gwegbaje. He's donating 20,000 naira.
Okay.
And I will donate 50,000 naira.
Thank you. Tony Gwegbaje, 20. And Olumide, 50.
Yeah. Shigo, I'm donating 50K.
50K from Honorable Ishegun Rotimi. Yes, Professor, please. Professor Lunge.
On behalf of myself and the former Lady Kapo, we donate 50,000.
Thank you so much. OJ.
My capo, I will donate that small amount. Very token, 25,000 naira.
Thank you so much. 25,000. OJ, the second OJ, please, in dollars. Mr. Olawale Ojo. Give the mic to him. That's him.
He doesn't know my name.
Mr. Lumide Ojo, please.
We donate 20,000.
No, in dollars. Give in dollars. Give in dollars. Convert it.
Naira. So
You are an international person. Please give in dollars. If you are more than that, I know you. $50.
I don't have dollars.
We convert in naira. $50, right? Converted to dollar, please. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. God bless you. Pass Captain M.O. Joe, please. Our father in House 18.
I want to join other retirees by donating 25,000 naira.
That's the the rate of one room in House 18. So one room will survive it tonight too. Okay. Thank you so much. Festus. Yes. 50,000 from Mr. Festus. Okay, I think we'll do that. You still continue with the nations. Any other issue under the AOB before we move to adjournment of the meeting? Okay. Past Captain Sumonu, please.
You made a pronouncement, sir, on subscription.
Yes, sir.
It is good. I know your intention is to generate enough money for the club for us to be able to do substantial things at a particular time. I also heard the treasurer talking about members who have defaulted. I know several times we shift payment period just to continue to accommodate people. The Constitution did not say we should pay 100,000 at a time. The Constitution gave us leverage to pay twice in a year. And I will read that, sir. Article 20.2. Subscription other than those of temporary members shall be payable annually in advance and shall be due on 1st April of every year, provided that a member may elect to pay his or her subscription half yearly in advance. So that has given us leverage to pay, it has given us leverage to pay 2 times in a year. It doesn't matter. But it's not to bring 100,000 at a go. That's what I'm driving at. I think this will encourage members to pay so that the club can have money to execute projects. That is that. Secondly, I want to appeal again to support the captain to members. The reason why we are here is because of golf. It is not to drink. It is after exercising ourselves, we come here to recreate. Now we have brought up issue requesting for money to buy an equipment that will make us enjoy the game. It has taken us almost 1 hour to bring 20,000, 50,000, and all that. With due respect to the organizers of Thank God It's Friday, if they were to ask for money for Thank God It's Friday, within 30 minutes, we will raise 1.5 million. Please let us give priority to why we are here. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. I'm coming. AOB, no. Thank you, my captain. We are still going to give a soft landing to the subscription. If you are making it 2 times, pay as at when due. Please, pay as at when due. We will not run after anybody. We can't be owing landlord. If you, some of us, people like us that lives in rented apartments, we know we provide, we have kept our rent in advance so that at the beginning of the year, we just give my landlord my rent. Otherwise, we drive me up. So let's apply the same rules. 100,000, I know. God will help us. We know the economy is hard, but this is golf club, and we are all big. Big brother, big sister, big man, big madam. God will help us, please. Let us help the club to help us. Because if you are not having money to do all these things, we just come here and be blowing grammar. The rough is not well cut, green not well maintained. Ọbẹ̀ tó bá dùn, Yorùbá sọ pé owó ló pa. God will help us. Any other comment, please? Adjournment moved by, okay. Observation, please. Yes.
My captain, sir, please help us by co-opting a ComSec for this club. Good day, sir.
Well noted, sir. A motion for adjournment, please.
At exactly 8. At exactly 8:50. Well, local time 8:48 GMT. I, Prince Bayo Aderinto, past captain, Ibadan Golf Club, a retiree, a 2 times retiree, would like to move motion for adjournment of this half-yearly general meeting, well coordinated, all items on the agenda well deliberated upon. Thank you.
Thank you. Past Captain Bayo Aderinto moving the motion. I don't think it is good enough if you're having AGM. I belong to a corporate body, and the meeting have not closed, and I can see people at far back. Please let this not repeat itself again, please. I won't like it. If you are here for the AGM, here for the AGM, you are here for any other business, please stay out of this place. It's not good enough when we have the house divided. We are all here and we have been here since 5 o'clock, so the time is precious to us. Past Captain Sumano, please. We have raised, sorry, please, before you close, we have raised 720. If you can close it up to 1 million, I wouldn't mind. Yes, sir. Professor Olorutoba, please.
I'm donating 50,000, please.
Thank you so much. 50,000 from Professor Olorutoba. That was 770,000. Cancer awareness, give the mic to Madam Mrs. Afonja, please.
Good evening, governors.
I've not heard you since morning. Yes.
There was a year.
Provision, donation, please.
I'm not donating anything.
We are moving for adjournment.
I'm not donating.
We have closed AOB now.
I had donated lawnmower to this club once. I was not given a thank you letter.
Oh, under whose regime was that, man? Okay, please, Secretary, raise a appreciation letter backdated for Mr. Afonja for donation of lawnmower. Please do that. Okay, same for.
First want to add more.
Yes. Anyway, that's well noted. Thank you so much for that wonderful contribution. We just received additional 30,000 donation from Barrister Tony Bagbeje, making his donation. Additional 30. So making it how much? No, making the total donation how much? 700 and 800,000 naira. Pardon? No, he added another. I want to close with 1 million. Mr. Wale Olagoke, give me 100,000, please. 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 I will balance it with 100,000. That's a total of 1 million. Thank you. Please give me second motion for adjournment and let's go.
And exactly 20 for an FF tomorrow retired, someone collect Brazil, second, and the public mind, the past, motion for adjournment, moved by Prince Mayo.
Thank you so much. We have come to the end of the Aviale General Meeting of today. Thank you so much for your precious time that you have been here. I so much appreciate you. God bless you, Ray Good. And all of us, we are going to witness the one for AGM as well as the next year Aviale by the grace of the Almighty God. Closing prayer from Ambassador Adeleke, please.
Some people, when they pray, they need another prayer. Closing prayer. But luckily, I'm not prepared so much. So I will pray. Pray, please. Father, we thank you for today's gathering. We thank you for the grace and mercy, for us to so gather, for us to deliberate on deep and stronger will here. Thank you. And we Lord that you to be on leadership. Help us